Hey YouTube, today we're taking a look at BrickLink Designer Program 1950s Diner. Hey everyone and welcome to Brick Talk TV. Today we're doing one of our up-close looks at a set we recently built on a live stream, the 1950s Diner, from the third round of the BrickLink Designer Program. I'll put a link to the live stream in case you want to take a look at the build experience in the top right hand corner and in the description below. This set was shipped to me in March 2023, having ordered it almost a year before in the third round of the BrickLink Designer Program. For those that aren't familiar with the Designer Program, BrickLink is owned by LEGO, and a few years ago they started a competition for the public to design a set that would be actually made into a LEGO set and sold under the BrickLink label. Recent rounds have also included some rejected sets from the LEGO Ideas program, and I also managed to snap up Studgate train station when I purchased this set, and we'll be doing a close-up of that set in a future episode. Taking a closer look at the box, it bears a plain white design with the BrickLink logo in the top left-hand side. Moving down to the bottom left, you can see that this is an 18 plus set released under set number 910011 and is called 1950s Diner, designed by James Alan Cox. LEGO Ideas did an interview with him, and I'll stick a link in the top right here and in the description below if you're interested to see what motivated him to design this set. Of course, the rest of the front of the box shows this set once it's been built. If we take a look round the back of the box, we get a bird's eye view of the set, and we see it with the roof taken off so we can see the internal detail of the set itself. Like all BrickLink Designer Program sets, this set doesn't come with printed instructions. Instead, you have to use an electronic version either as a PDF which you can download or via the LEGO Instructions app. You simply follow the QR code on the card provided, and then that will take you to the PDF that you can download and use to build the set. I'll put a link to this PDF in the description below if you're interested to have a flick through and take a look at the build experience yourself. Here we can see a 360 degree of the set once it's all complete. The build itself sits on roughly 12 studs by 32 studs inside, and so is fairly compact. The set also comes with a brick-built car or Cadillac, which looks to be inspired by the Downtown Diner modular released by LEGO some years back. There is also a standalone brick-built petrol pump, which makes good use of a tape-printed tile for the pump gauges. There are also 4 minifigures included in this set, and we'll take a closer look at those later in this episode. The set's roof also has some great brick-built features of French fries and a hamburger, as well as some lights to light them up. These were fun features to build in the set. And there's also some stickers that are included in the set, which we use mainly on the outside, with the menu and the diner signs on the roof to be the main areas where the stickers are placed. But there's also one inside the restaurant which we'll see later. Round the back of the diner there isn't much going on apart from a couple of 1x1 printed tiles used to signify an extractor fan I think, but you can also see the details of the masonry bricks in the base, which is how the diner is raised up off the ground. So that's the outside view. Let's now take a closer look at the minifigures that are included in this set. Our first minifigure is the diner chef. He is holding a hot dog which is being sold in the diner, as well as burgers, and is sporting a knife to help him with the cooking. He is usually placed in the kitchen of the diner behind the counter. You can see his legs feature some printed stains on the front which he's got from cooking, and his torso is plain white to make it look like Chef White's. His head features one printed facial expression, which is a happy bearded face to welcome customers, and of course he has the standard leg chef hat on his head. Our next minifigure is a cool man as a customer of the diner, who's actually driving his car in to be served, and we'll see the car later in the episode. He's holding a glass as an accessory ready for his drink or his ice cream, and he features some plain black legs, and his torso features a printed hooded jacket in light grey and red t-shirt that's underneath. His head is printed with a serious expression, and he's sporting sunglasses on his head. He also has some long flowing black hair. Also visiting the diner with our previous figure is this lady. She is brightly dressed with green legs with a purple jacket completed with a pink t-shirt underneath. She's also sporting a glass in her hand, but also has a printed waffle tile in the other. She too has long black hair but is in a different style and is also featuring a printed face with female glasses. Our final minifigure in this set is the waitress on roller skates. Again, I think this character is inspired by the downtown diner in some respects, as she's also wearing roller skates, but in this instance they're blue roller skates and she has some plain white legs. Her torso is featuring a pink top and she's holding a tray in the form of a 2x2 round white plate. On it we have a hot dog and a printed waffle tile that she's currently using to serve customers. Her face features a happy expression with glasses and she has long dark orange hair. So that's all of our minifigures, and now if we take a look at our customer minifigures, they've turned up to the diner in a pink Cadillac car. This was an interesting build, starting with the standard car construction as you'd see in a Speed Champions car. The colour usage on this car is good, and they've used swords and teeth here in pearl silver to show some front detail along the front of the car. Along the sides they've also used metallic cups to form the wing mirrors, which has great part usage, but they also do need to be positioned at the right angle so they look consistent with the design of the car. As we go round the back, they've also used a printed 1x1 round can top tile to show the lock and access to the boot or trunk. And they also have a USA flag printed tile stuck on the rear bumper as a bumper sticker. I'm in two minds on the look of this car, as I like some bits of it but I don't like others. I'd be interested to get your views on it in the comments below. Taking a closer look on the outside here, you can also see the details of the lights, the fries and the burger, as well as the stickers that are used for the signs to promote the diner's food. The fries do bother me a little bit as there's only 3 of them, and I think we could have shown a few more here to make it look a little bit more well thought out. Down the front you can see a menu poking through from behind the petrol pump, and you can see the main glass entrance that is raised up on steps. The set also breaks at one point, as you can see here, with the roof being detached from the main diner building to give you access to the inside. So with that in mind, now let's take a closer look at the inside of the diner. Taking the roof off, you can also see the diner has one main area, which features a serving counter and a kitchen area. The floor is all covered in black and white 1x1 tiles to give the appearance of a kitchen floor. In the diner there is good use of teal colour again, and I feel that this is a nod to the downtown diner set, which also featured this colour. Taking a closer look at the rear wall, we have lots of detail added here. We have some printed tiles along the back wall showing various things like letters, maps, newspapers and pictures, and there are also some records and tapes on the wall. As we move along the counter at the rear, you can see details of the kitchen with a fridge, cooker and various bottles and coffee mugs. Here you can also see our final sticker on the sign saying "Tips welcome and advice is not." It's also worth noting that, like a lot of BrickLink sets, this set had various menu tiles and other elements that aren't actually fixed into position to any stud. So when you move the set around, all of these things fall all over the place. Here I had to modify the cooker as an example to add a 1x1 round plate instead of a tile to ensure that the frying pan would stay in place. There are also other various printed menu tiles that are also flowing around this freely now as a result of not having a stud to stick them to. Over at the last rear corner we have a space for people to do an open mic night with guitar, light and various awards or trophies on the shelf. At this end of the diner there also features a jukebox. Not the same build in terms of style and technique as a downtown diner, but of course any diner isn't a respectable diner unless you've got a jukebox. At the front we also have a counter where people can sit and eat and look out of the window, and just in the foreground here you can see that we have a brick built coat stand. On the opposite side of the diner we also have a table and chairs for guests to use and eat at, with printed cake tiles all along the wall at the top and another lamp included. So here you can see the set in all its glory. This set is on the smaller size of the BrickLink program, coming in at 1,377 parts and originally costing £99.99. With only 10,000 of these sets produced, a brand new one now would set you back £198 at the time of filming, and this is when this set is only a couple of months old. So I'm sure those of you that have got this set and haven't opened it will start to make even more money over the coming months and years. I hope you enjoyed this closer look of this set. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and if you built it, how did you feel about the build experience? I'm hoping to add this set to Bricktown in the near future, but until then I'll be displaying it on the shelf behind me. You can join me next time for another close-up review, and until then, stay safe and I'll see you next time.